So today, guys, I'd like to bring you along and introduce you to a new plant here that I've been collecting and propagating. This is the Tradescantia Pink Panther. Now just check out these nice pink and purple variegated leaves just like that. Now this propagates very, very easily, guys, just from some stem cuttings. Just stick them in some dirt, keep them damp but not, moist, and they'll do just fine. They're a semi-succulent, so they can go a long time without really needing to be babied or pampered. This little container here was actually one of the mother plants, and all I've done basically is go back a couple notches, cut it off like right here, stick it in some dirt, and then it can grow. You can also put in these little decorative little planters like this, which it'll actually start cascading down, give it a little nice little effect. Or if you're into dinosaurs, maybe something like that. Nice little planter. But yeah, it's a very, very, very low maintenance plant. It needs a bright light, but doesn't do well in like full shade. It will kind of get leggy. Keeping it in bright light will actually keep it really compact like this. And it's just an all-around great plant. So if you've grown Tradescantia before, you may have heard it called other names, inch plant, for example. But they'll get long and gangly and kind of just get spindly and kind of sparse on top, if that makes sense. So all I've done is just make cuttings and just kind of stick them back in, and it's completely filled now. And these branches are just going to kind of continuously grow. And once they kind of grow, you can use this as a simulated hanging container. So it's going to hang like this. They're going to grow down. You can then let it just trail down and cut it to your own length that you'd like to. Or if you want to just keep it in a bowl, something like this, it's going to be just fine, guys. So if it gets a little too big, you just kind of cut it back and just propagate it, give it to your friends, whatever you want to do. But it's a super low maintenance plant. Now, the soil mixture I've used for this is just a standard potting mix with mixed in extra perlite. And you can see right here, this is actually some pieces of granite or pumice, whatever you have. Just to keep it nice, free draining. It does not want wet feet. If you give it wet feet, it will just actually suffer and not be well at all. Okay, so it's been over here. I can kind of take you over here to the grow lights and the propagation table. So it just kind of sits there on the bottom shelf with all those other plants there. So it does get the fluorescent or the LED grow bulbs. It's about 12 to 14 hours a day. And like I mentioned, guys, it is doing fantastic. It is maintaining a nice little bushy shape just like that because of the bright, intense light. Now, if you put it in some lower light conditions, it's going to kind of get scraggly. And also I found that the colors will be kind of subdued. So these, you can tell all of the pinks and the purples and the striations and the variegations on the leaves. Guys, this is just an all-around awesome winter. Okay, so if you don't like to have to water plants very often, or you're kind of in the low maintenance mode, this plant is no fuss. I've had 0 pest pressures on this whatsoever. Unfortunately, I've had some plants over on the stand there I showed you were affected by some mealybugs that showed up, so had to take care of that. But these plants have not had any issues whatsoever. I can't get enough of this plant, guys. I mean, seriously, it's low maintenance, it's low water, keep it in some nice bright light, and it's different. Okay, it's different. So this pink and this purple, I mean, just look at it. That's amazing, right? I mean, some people want just the nice big, philodendrons or monsteras, which I have over here on my little tropical station with the humidifier blowing on it. But yeah, these are all, these are the philodendrons and the monsteras and the syngoniums and all those kind of things that people just have. I mean, sure, that's nice and all, but that's kind of high maintenance, and you need a very you have to put some effort into growing those things, guys, and they will be affected by problems. But this one, no problems whatsoever. So if you're looking for an easy care, low maintenance house plant that you can actually propagate super easily using a variety of settings, whether, like I mentioned, hanging baskets or just decorative pots or just containers, whatever it may be, I wouldn't advise bringing this outside in the summertime, then bringing it back inside. A, it leads to pests, and 2, it can probably burn the leaves if you're not really, really careful. So I would just leave this as a low maintenance house plant for best results. So hopefully you guys like this little tutorial, little introduction of this beautiful plant. Hopefully you give it a try, and I'll see you next time here at the hillside. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.